They're here. They're kind of nuts. Oh, yeah. Go ahead, Josh. It's going to be a little bit messy, different than the other podcasts we've had before, just because we got stuff going on. They've been cleaning the deer. Got a beautiful axe. It's just a little while ago. I'm not going to say who it is because his wife threatened him. So he's not allowed to have any more deer I think he's been grounded for a while. Anyway, let me digress, get back on point. Sean, he's my brother-in-law. He lives up in Virginia as well. He and Dave are great people. Sean's the reason we know Dave. He brought him into the family, and now I think he's an honorary brother or something. But Sean, he's doing a lot of great work up there. He helps out with a lot of the stuff that Dave does and other things. But one of the things that Sean has just started up is his own podcast called Talk for Men, correct?
Yes, sir. It is called Talk for Men.
Well, will you tell us a little bit about that? Why you started it up, what it's about, and what y'all do? You want to go outside?
Let's go outside. We can smell the barbecue grill.
Great, by the way.
Listen to the coyotes in the distance. I think that's a banjo I hear out there. No, the good thing about being out here at the family ranch is just skies for as far as you can see. The stars are bright. Things are bigger here. Yes, as they say.
That's true. Yeah, that's true.
But thanks for asking about.
However you will.
Thanks for asking about our podcast. It's called Talk for Men. Some buddies and I we spent a few days together at the Outer Banks in North Carolina at the beach, and we're out looking out over skies such as this one night. We talked about the need for men to speak. Yeah. Men have been culturally conditioned not to talk. Uh-huh. We keep our feelings, our words, our thoughts, the good and bad, all of it, our stresses, everything, our joys even, locked inside, pent up, and we just kind of deal with them there. And I think culture has demanded that we not share, that we not talk, that our perspective isn't needed.
We just man up, right? Man up,
toughen up, be John Wayne and Clint Eastwood, and just drink some whiskey and go to bed, you know? And but I feel we're in this day and age when we're dealing with a lot of mental issues and struggles and challenges, the joys of life. And I think there's nothing better to do than to talk about it. So you and I have had discussions over the years, a lot of them.
Yeah, I have really cherished those too, by the way.
I'm saying, man, good. And it's been, I value them. I think we both treasure those. There are some things that need to be talked about. The good stuff, the bad stuff, the hard stuff, the easy stuff. And life is meant to be shared and not just kind of, you're not meant to live this life holed up, isolated and alone until one day you just die.
You can be around other people and still be alone.
Sure.
If you're holding all that kind of stuff in, then you're walking a big part of your life alone. And it's not good.
It's not good.
And it's going to come out one way or another usually.
No question.
And it's good to get it out in a healthy way. And it's also good to talk to other guys. You might find out, and this is stuff that I think that y'all talked about. I've listened to all your episodes so far, and you get talking to other guys, and you realize that they might have some similarities and similar struggles, some similar triumphs as you. And it's good to have that. It means a lot.
For sure. Now, admittedly, we're simpletons, right? We're dudes, and most of us are, one note. And but it is good to talk. We do have similarities. We have a lot of similarities.
Yeah.
I think an overall key point as well is that I read this quote long ago, and it struck a chord. And the quote is, "Most men lead lives of quiet desperation." Yeah. So true.
Yeah, I heard you mention that on one of your episodes.
And I feel like, life is meant to be lived, and we got to start living, right? Life is meant to be joyful and happy and hopeful and shared. And one of the reasons why I love our time together each year out here together is we get to share some life together, like real life.
Yeah, we do.
We get to talk, we get to hang out, we get to do fun things, sit together for hours, eat, sleep, drink, cheers, break bread, all of it. And it's so great.
We have lots of fun times. I don't know, some of the people that are listening to this right now may have heard some of the shenanigans that are going on while we're trying to have a podcast. But that just goes to show you we have some fun times, but also, hey, we have some kind of heart-to-hearts,
You have to. life isn't just easy fun.
Yeah.
But it's not, it's not hopeless and isolated. Get to living.
Oh, sorry about that. One of the things that I heard y'all say on one of your episodes talking about not being defined, it was actually just a very short part, but it really struck with me, not being defined by what you do as far as a job and stuff. And don't get me wrong, that's a big deal, and it's important. And it's okay that that's a big deal to men, but whenever y'all said that, I was like, yeah, that's great. And it shouldn't be your only thing, no matter what you do, whether it's a politician, a firefighter, police officer, a custodian at the school. Don't be defined by what you do. Do it with excellence, but don't let that be your entire life.
No question. No question. You ask most people, most men, hey, who are you? Yeah. And we lead with, we're either a dad or here's what I do for a living.
Yeah.
And does that really define us, or should it?
Right.
And this is where I think, you just talked to Dave Keuhner, yourself, who served in the military and are super involved in projects and opportunities to serve people. I feel like it's so important that we all have some perspective that life goes outside of who we are.
Yeah.
And to some extent, who am I is not even the right question.
Yeah.
The right question is, what is your purpose, and are you using it to its fullest to help people and serve?
Yeah.
That's the question.
Yeah.
If you have a purpose in life and you're striving to pursue that purpose with a passion, then you're living life.
Yeah.
And then it's bigger than who you are.
Mm-hmm.
It's not so selfish and self-centered.
Yeah.
The world doesn't revolve around you, believe it or not. And so I just encourage folks, find your purpose and pursue it.
Awesome.
So that's an important thing.
Yeah, that's awesome. Well, before we go on, if there's anything else you want to plug about your show or talk about, go for it. And if not, at least tell the listeners, where do they need to go? What podcast forums are you on? How can they find and listen to y'all?
So I think we're 5 or 6 episodes deep. Talk for Men is the podcast. We're on Spotify. Find us there.
Okay.
And it's me and my friends Rob Green and Greg Herbin, all fairly similar. And we all live in Northern Virginia outside of D.C. And we just get together, and our shows are about 30 minutes each. And we're just, I hope, talking about the real issues of life for men. So find us there.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Sean, for telling us about that. Thank you for doing your podcast. I'm going to keep listening. If you haven't listened to it yet, please go on there. As he said, Talk for Men on Spotify. Give them a listen. You'll love it, and it'll be good stuff. They've done, like he said, 4 or 5 episodes, and they even did a short that was a little more lighthearted, and I liked that one too. I'm not going to give it away as to what it was about, but it was good stuff. I had my own opinion, by the way. I'm digressing a little bit. I had my own opinion, but I'll save it for another day, maybe. Thank you so much, Sean. Appreciate you.
Good to be with you, bro.
All right, now we're going to open it up. Who here is brave enough? And I'm looking at these guys, these hunters, these strapping men that are pretty awesome. Who here wants to tell me 2 things? What's your favorite thing about being out here hunting? And is there a certain way you love to serve that you're passionate about? And it doesn't have to be big, little, medium, anything. Something that you want to talk about real quick even. Anybody?
I'll go first. Because I know they're going to have to go, and I want to get it out of the way.
All right, here goes. So this is Sam. He's another brother-in-law. And Sam, by the way, that's a great mustache. I've been wanting to tell you that this whole time. It's looking good, but way better than mine.
Disagree.
Sam has already he's already had a triumph out here at the property. He got a good one. So Sam, tell us a little about yourself, and I want you to, if you have what you love about the property, being out here and hunting and just fellowshipping, whatever, and is there a way you love to serve?
Yeah, sure. So my name is Sam. I am, like Michael said, a brother-in-law. And out here, I really just love getting away and just being able to kind of get away from your busy life and just being able to have like some deeper connection out here with people. And not so many distractions. So that's definitely what I like most. I mean, I love the
you get to
hunting
slow
and
down a little
everything.
bit, right?
For
Yeah,
sure.
you get to slow down and get to relax a little bit. Yeah,
exactly. I don't do tons of stuff to serve now that I have to think about it and put me on the spot. But
I did. Look, I'm
like,
being
what have I
way
done recently?
unfair.
Oh,
I'm being way unfair, but
I did the food bank like last Thanksgiving.
in Sam's defense, he serves a lot more, but he doesn't. He is very when he does stuff, he doesn't keep that in his mind and start so that he can talk about it the next time he's around other people. He just does it, and that's it. He goes and serves. Plus, by the way, he is serving his wife and his son and his brand new baby. By the way, he serves them really well. He's really bringing them up in a very good way.
Well, I appreciate it. I'm trying real hard. It's you kind of learn as you go.
Yeah.
But I've got some good examples that I get to try to follow, and so it helps.
All right.
So yeah, I just like to be available for whenever people need me, and just try to be as open as I can for any needs that my friends or family have.
I just want to say a quick story. Sam has, and this is more of a generalized, but Sam has on more than one occasion come to my family whenever we needed help. I remember some of whenever my wife Sarah, whenever she was in the hospital having one of our 20 kids, 20, 21, something like that. And we were in the middle of the bathroom remodel, and she ended up having one of our children early before we expected. We thought we were going to be done with it. Sam came and he was helping with that. He wasn't getting paid. He wasn't doing, anything, but he just came to help. And I remember that. And there's been other times he does that with his other brothers. He does that with his friends. Sam and his wife, Michelle, they have some close friends who have had some hard times, and they've been with them and walked through them too. So serving doesn't have to be. There's been some great examples with Dave, like with his One Family Gives and with helping with the Gold Star Foundation. That's a great way, but it also doesn't have to be that. It can be walking across the street to a neighbor's house, or going to your brother's house, or going somewhere to help somebody. It also looks like raising your kids and serving your family. So
exactly.
And Sam does an excellent job of that,
by the way.
And I really appreciate you taking a few minutes. Thanks for letting me put you on the spot.
Sure, no, it's good. I'm glad I got
sorry for just jumping you like this.
I'm not even going to give the other guys a choice. I'm just going to pick one to give this thing to.
Man, this stuff might have to get edited out. So we're getting ready to go to the brothers that are. We don't talk about them at other events. We pretend like they're not around. I'm just kidding. Anyway. Josh, another brother-in-law. I'm going to quit saying the brother-in-law part. I'm just going to say he's my brother. So, Josh, tell me, what's your favorite part of being out here hunting and at the property? And is there a particular way that you want to talk about a passion or something that you like to serve?
Yeah. So I'm a pretty avid outdoorsman. So I would say just being out here in the quiet and in the trees and amongst nature is probably my favorite part.
Yeah.
Getting to shoot animals is a big plus. Definitely. Yeah. Getting some meat in the freezer.
And it's good meat, by the way.
Delicious.
The whitetail and even more so axis.
Absolutely.
It's amazing. If you've never tried them, I encourage those of y'all listening, try some deer meat. Definitely. It is amazing.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
And there's a lot of sport to it, by the way. So there's a lot of fun to the sport. So
yeah. Building this cabin out here was fun. Getting to work with my brothers-in-law. They're all really brothers, but it's just fun to work together and have a place to stay out here that we built with our own hands. That's a pretty awesome experience too.
I wish I don't know. I may try to take a picture and put it on with this episode, because this is an amazing cabin. I got to help a little bit, and that was it was fun for me, and it meant a lot for me to be a part of building it. But y'all should see this cabin. Josh was probably one of the most integral guys building this cabin, and he especially had to be around to keep Adam from messing things up.
Yeah, be a supervisor.
Yeah, Adam, he was really, I mean, it would have been a big pile if Adam was left to his own devices.